Welcome to the Bendado Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you today. The Connecticut Sun have ruffled some feathers of the old WNBA guard, the old WNBA fan base that don't understand that the WNBA, at the end of the day, is a business and not a social club. One more time. At the end of the day, the WNBA is a business and not a social club. What exactly do I mean? The Connecticut Sun, well, they had to find a replacement for losing Stephanie White, right? They can't just go into the season coachless like the Indiana Fever did last year. They had to find a replacement, and the replacement they found was Rashid Mezian, the former head coach of the Villeneuve d'Ascq, a French basketball club. Not only that, but this gentleman also has served as the head coach for the Belgium women's basketball FIBA competition international team. So he's the head coach of a top France team. He's the head coach of the Belgian women's FIBA international team. And he comes over to the States, comes over and takes over Dejanay Carrington, Alyssa Thomas, Dewana Bonner, if those players are even still there. An old WNBA guard, they're throwing fits. Their hands are in the air. They're throwing temper tantrums already. And it's not because he's not white. And it's not because he's not black. Well, then, I know what you guys are asking me now. Well, it's not because of his skin color. Then what's the issue? Well, folks, if the WNBA has taught us one thing, if it's not about the color of your skin, it is about the gender of your character. They're hating on this dude because he's a dude. They're hating on this dude because he's a dude. Let me give you an example. I don't know this man nor his coaching abilities, so this is no slight to him. What I do know is there's been a shift in more men being hired as head coaches. I'm not a fan, respectfully. Now, Olivia Pope, salute to you. She is a host of a WNBA radio show, I believe. The host of a WNBA show. Doesn't know who this gentleman is. Isn't aware of his credentials. And regardless of all of that, I'm good on him. Because he's a dude. There's too many dudes getting hired around here. Too many male... Too many male coaches coming into our space, and I'm going to write a letter. Salute to you. Folks, this comment was this littered with people that feel the same exact way. She's not the only one. Then we have Queer Latifah. Queer Latifah had Cheryl Swoops, I believe, on her own space earlier this season. She hosts her own WNBA spaces where she does get some notable names to join her space. So, Queer Latifah, a known figure in the Twitter WNBA talking space. But I continuously tell you guys, except for a couple people, mainly Anna Costabile, Alexa Filippo, and Michael Volpol, other than those three people, the WNBA media is just a bunch of longtime fans talking about the game. That's what the media really is. So I know you're looking at these people like, yeah, that's just a person on Twitter. Or, yeah, that's just another person on Twitter. That is the WNBA media. I need to qualify what I'm saying here, right? So Queer Latifah says, were there no black women coaches available? Oh, so we're double dipping here. Not only are we playing the male-female card, we're playing the black-white card. Gee, dude, he's not black and he's not white. God. They really hate this dude's guts. They really hate this dude's guts. Shout out to Mick Talk Hoops over there. The sooner the WNBA becomes entirely about the actual sport of basketball, the better it will be for every player, coach, fan, sponsor, etc. of all backgrounds. The NBA is a horrible viewing experience. The WNBA have only a small amount of time to take advantage of that. Yeah, this goes into what I was saying yesterday. NBA ratings are on a decline. The game isn't exciting. It's not fun. Viewing it as a spectator is awful to watch. The WNBA has a window here to capitalize. And when we have people like Queer Latifah making comments like this, when we have people with a foothold in WNBA media making comments like this, it makes it hard to fill the void that basketball fans and sports fans are so desperately looking for. W360, salute to you, W360. Once the WNBA freedom fighters and the slows are outnumbered by real sports fans and not goofies looking to congregate to complain about their childhood trauma and trade septum rings, then the league will be a serious place. One of the slow/freedom fighters is referenced below. You can't make this up, folks. You can't make... It's always something to complain about. If it's not because they're white, it's because they're black. If it's not because they're a female, it's because they're a male. Jeez, if it's not because they're black, it's because they're not black or white. It's just hysterical. It's just there seems to be a certain build that the WNBA old guard want to coach these players, but I digress. I digress. Something that's funny and something worth taking of note over here is that the Sun recently hired these two individuals, Morgan Tuck, a black woman, from what I believe, as the general manager, and then Darius Taylor, a black man, from what I believe, as the chief basketball strategist and director of scouting. And people loved it. Oh my God, they got a black man in power. Awesome. Oh my goodness, a black woman in power. Awesome. And now they turn around and hire the person most qualified for the job, who doesn't fit the mold, and now everybody has an issue. Oh, now they don't know what they're doing. Oh, how dare you? How can you pick that person? Oh, this, oh, that. Meanwhile, this guy is a hell of a coach, by the way. This guy is a hell of a coach. We look forward to the future under Rashid's leadership and are excited for the positive impact he will have on our team and community. He brings a wealth of experience, passion, and a proven track record of success that will help elevate our players and team as a whole. Rashid's basketball internationally and domestically brings a unique perspective both on and off the court that aligns with the values and vision of our organization. Fair enough, but does it align with the vision of the team? Does it align with the value and the vision of the players currently on the roster? Will they buy in? Will they allow themselves to be bought in? Or will they look at him like how the WNBA guard, old guard, is looking at him like, damn, this couldn't have been a girl. This couldn't have been a woman. Like, damn, you couldn't have found somebody different, somebody more of the mold, of the mold. And we wonder why we hear stories like what we heard with the Las Vegas Aces this year. We wonder why we hear stories like we heard with the Seattle Storm. We wonder why we heard stories like we heard with the Chicago Sky. We wonder why we hear stories. At some point, we need to stop wondering. Appreciate all the support. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's the Ben Daniel Podcast. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, take it easy.